Jordan, the noise out there towards the end, what's this about?
Yeah, I don't know. It was the first time I've heard it, and it just sort of caught me off guard. I turned around like, who's playing that, And then obviously seen Pereira there, so I was obviously supposed to be there. Put us off a little bit, but yeah, it was just trying to distract us and replicate a bit of crowd noise that I suppose we get that could distract us and draw our focus elsewhere. So yeah, it was a good curveball and got me a little bit, but once we knew what it was about, it was all right.
So it did distract you?
Yeah, it rattled me, because it never happened before, and we've done the drill before, and then all of a sudden there's all this racket going on. You're just thinking, who's doing that?
Communication obviously is the most important feature in a game, mate.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a little bit too hard, particularly when you're playing away from home.
That's it. We noticed it during the COVID period when there was no crowds, and then you could just hear everyone so loud and clearly, and it's just like, and when the crowds come back in, you're just like, what's the play? Especially on the wing, what's the play? What's going on?
So you're a winger and you'd be used to crowd heckles from you more than anyone else?
Yeah. I try to pretend like I can't hear it, and usually when you don't react, they just sort of leave you alone a little bit. But once you give them a bite, then they just keep heckling you all game. So yeah, I just sort of pretend like I don't hear it.
Is there a game away from home that you've always found it very difficult when the Broncos are not welcome at that ground?
Oh no, I haven't played too many away games, but in footy in general, not probably the only one that I can remember is playing at. I think it was Leichhardt Oval. Tigers fans just spraying you no matter what. So that was probably the only one that I can remember. But other than that, it's been not too bad.
What sort of stuff do you say to the boys when you're on the wing during a game?
Oh, when I'm on the field, depends. If we're on defence, my main thing that I try to say is just line speed and counting the numbers. So obviously, if I'm on the short side and they've got 5 attackers and we've only got 4 defenders, I'm screaming like I need another defender. Otherwise, they're going to score on my wing. I'm going to look like an idiot. So a big one is just counting numbers, and obviously it's typically the fullback's job, but obviously the fullback helps us out with our pendulum and catching kicks and talking. So if we help each other in certain aspects, then it all pays us back in the end. Like if I just help him with his numbers, then it's one less try that might have been scored on my wing.
Mate, in rugby league, communication is one of the most important features of the game, so it obviously plays a little bit of a benefit role to practice it.
Oh, massively, and on the wing, like there's a lot of times of the game where you're not doing much. Like there's a lot of times where you are bringing the ball back and stuff, but when there is, it's the scope of what we can see as well. Like we see a fair good portion of the field, so just relaying that, and obviously the big boys in the middle doing it tough. If you just give them a little bit of encouragement and say, get off the line here, then if they hear it, they'll do it. They're all pretty inclined that way mentally to push for their mate. So sometimes if you just give them a little bit of a nudge, then they'll never let you down.
And you were practicing the acrobatic finishes in the wing there. Like us as fans, we all think that's freakish stuff, but it was interesting to see that you actually practice trying to put the ball down outside the line.
Yeah. I mean, that's new actually. We didn't really do too much of that last year, and didn't score too many tries myself, so maybe it correlates. Not sure. So hopefully this year we get over the line a couple more times. It'd be nice.
What did you do in the off-season?
Honestly, I just spent a great deal of time with my son. So my wife was doing a bit of work, and I was a stay-at-home dad for that period, and just got to live the other side. And it was really good to just. He's almost 2 in January, so just getting that bond and spending heaps of time with him. And my wife's from Toowoomba, so spent a lot of time up there, back and forth, and. Yeah, just pretty much cruised. Didn't do too much. Nothing too crazy.
What's your son's name?
His name's Miles. Yeah.
And review-wise, like, what did you take away from the season? What did staff give feedback to you?
Personally, they like the sort of the energy that I bring. I think I'm always excited to come to training, and when I get picked in the team and game day, I just that excitement sort of expressed pretty heavily. So. Just trying to maintain that and bring that again this year, and try and lift the boys or lift my own game or whatever. Just trying to bring some energy.
Is there? I sort of know they don't make promises for 17 or extended squad, but where do you see yourself in those first few opening rounds?
Oh well, we got 2 Queensland Origin wingers, so I can't play any other position. So I'm just going to take the opportunity of this pre-season. I'm going up against 2 of the best wingers in the competition every single day at training. So just learning from them and seeing what they do that got them there. It's great for me. I'm in a good position personally, and I'm in a great environment. This club, I'm a big fan of the club, and when I do get my opportunity, that they believe in me and they show that that they've got confidence in me, and then. With that, you bring confidence yourself and you believe in yourself, and results can follow from that.
So you like the ultimate right man?
Not the ultimate. Like I don't get too wild on social media and when there's a camera there, but just on the field, and I try to just encourage my teammates, and it really just pays me back. Like if they, like I said, if they're working really hard from the inside, then it stops tries on my wing, and I don't actually have to do anything. So it's easier for me to talk and stop tries that way than actually make a tackle, because wingers don't really like that.
Are there any young blokes you've taken a shine to? New blokes?
All of the training trialists, there's been heaps of them that have just come through that have been real confident, and they're lifting the intensity, and you can see how bad that they're working and how hard they're training. But like just athletically, Dean Marin is just he's a freak of nature. I can't really say I've seen anything really like how fast and how strong he is. So he's just got sort of best of both worlds and massive future.
They call you Air Jordan. You're wearing 23 today. Was that coincidence?
Yeah, it was sort of. I wouldn't say they. I think I just sort of self-proclaimed that name when I was younger, and it's just sort of stayed there. And the boys give me a bit of stick about it, but it's one of those names you give yourself when you're a kid. And, but no, 23 was just a random number that I pulled out today. But when I seen it, I did think about it. My dad's name's Michael, so that's why he called me Jordan there. So.
What about the Powerball Pereira? Is that a thing as well? No.
That's a paper deal nickname. So
How many nicknames do you have? We also had a question about watching training. Do you know the rules? So, like, if do you ever kick for conversions?
No, and no, I don't know that.
Before going over the crossbar, do you know the answer?
I don't know the answer. I would say no, but I don't know the answer. No, but yeah, I think even if a kicker did it, I don't think they'd want to claim it either. I know Reno wouldn't be happy with it. If he let it bounce before the sticks, he wouldn't be happy. Either way. All good. All right, take it easy, guys.